You know, Tony, I got to hand it to you. You know, Gary Jackson complaining, wanting championship competition, putting him in there with one half of the tag team championship, you know, with the Lumberjacks. You know, it gets no bigger and better than that. This is a main event anywhere else in the country.
Well, you know, that Lumberjacks a big man, and they've been champions a number of times, tag team champions, battle royal champions, and it's some stiff competition for Gary. If he wants to climb the ladder, that's a good competition for him to see if he can climb that ladder.
No doubt about it, Herb.
Oh, Gary Jackson, you know, he's never lost for words. He always thinks that we're trying to get over on him. But we've seen this out of Gary before. He's got one thing on his mind and one thing only, and that's what's best for Gary Jackson. And last month over in East Grand Island, he felt that we kind of screwed over him. But as we talked about, Tim, he did it himself. He's the one that got disqualified, and that's why Danny Boy will be getting a shot at Dave Vaughn for the title next week.
And you'll want to definitely stay tuned to your local cable networks, because 7 days from today, that match will take place. And we could have a new champion, Herb. You never know. Danny Boy, he's back at peak condition, the top of his game. I've never seen him look better.
Oh, no. Danny Boy, I mean, I remember, and Tony and I have talked about this, when I first saw him here at South Broadway many years ago, I asked Tony, where did you get this little guy at? And I never thought he would make it, and boy, he surely proved me wrong.
Oh, he proved us all wrong. You know, he was no muscles, just a young, skinny kid, more or less. He's been around with us for over 20 years, back and forth, all over southern Illinois and different places. He's been overseas, he's been all over the place, and he's developed a routine that he stays in the gym, he works out, he keeps his body in good shape. There's no telling that we're all getting older, and so is Gary Jackson. So he wants them shots as soon as he can get them.
And you know, it's a long list of competitors, Herb, looking for championship opportunities. They don't come easy. You got the Moondog. He's positioning himself for title opportunities. The junior heavyweight champion, Johnny Courageous, he wants to be the heavyweight champion. He wants matches. How do you and Tony determine who's going to get the shot?
Well, Tony pretty well does most of that, but I can tell you, there's a lot of guys in the MMWA and the SICW, but you know, the open door policy, I think, opened us up into a whole new direction, because I'm getting people calling me saying, hey, we've been watching what the MMWA and the SICW has done all these years. We like to get a shot. So I don't think we're limited to just what we have here, because I think that we're broadening our horizon there a little bit here in the 2010.
No doubt about it. Everybody and their brother wanting to wear championship gold here in the MMWA and the SICW, because let's face it, nobody else has been on TV for 4 decades strong like us, Herb. Nobody else has been on TV putting the product that we put together, Tony. And I got to hand it to both of you guys. It's because of your efforts over the years that we keep drawing these incredible crowds, Tony.
Well, we have a good team, you know, Herb, yourself, Keith Smith, and we can't forget the fans that belong in that team that keep coming. We got a new young announcer that we're fooling around with, and he's fooling around with us, and we hope he sticks around for a while, and we'll see what he can do. And, you know, we lost a good announcer, a man that used to be in the ring for many years, Joe Gradiola, brother, Mickey. And, you know, it's just one of them things that anybody, it's hard to follow in somebody's footsteps that's been around for a long time, but this young man seems like he's got a little bit of knack to himself.
Well, you know, I say it all the time here, Herb. I feel blessed following in the footsteps of Larry Madisick and Mickey Garagiola. It's not only an honor and a privilege. I feel personally, Herb, I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel it's also a responsibility. It's one that I take very seriously, and we were talking about it earlier, Herb. I haven't missed a show in over 10 years here in the MMWA and the SICW, and I'm awfully proud of that.
Well, and I hope you're around here for another 10 years and you don't miss any of those days, because Tony Costa won't pay you if you miss any days. You know that. Neither will I. So we really appreciate all that you do, Tim, because the TV show would not be getting to the TV stations. The editing that has to be done for the allotted time slots, that's a lot of work, and we know you do that. I'm really happy with Ben. I think that he adds a lot to the program, kind of old school, and that's what we're doing. Tony Costa has had a motto ever since I've known him. A lot of that bull crap that you see on some of this other stuff, we don't want none of that. you know, we're going to give the fans what they want to see. Whether some's going to like it and some's not, but we're going to play to the majority.
You know, the fireworks, the explosions, half-naked women, it's all unnecessary. Tony, I respect you because it's all about the wrestling.
Well, it's about the wrestlers and the fans. You know, we have a lot of youngsters come in here from time to time. Like Halloween, we'll have a lot. Christmas, we have 75 to 80. October the 9th, that Halloween contest, we'll probably have some youngsters dressed up like their favorite wrestler or Superman or Batman or somebody. But, you know, we have to keep it a family affair, and that's the main thing we try to do.
And it will be a family affair, fans, when we return right back here to the historic South Broadway Athletic Club on Saturday night, October the 9th. You heard Tony and Herb talking about that gigantic Halloween costume contest. A big grand prize from our good friend Nick Rednauer. You know, he's got the finest in wrestling merchandise, and it'll be more than one prize. If you don't come in first, second, and third place, they'll get prizes. There's something for everyone here on October the 9th. And we've got a 3 count in the ring.
I'm going to have him announce that in the ring, but you can announce that just when we get done.
And Tony Costa reminding me to announce it once again, October the 9th, the big Halloween costume contest. You don't want to miss it, fans.
Gary, gorgeous Gary Jackson.
And Gary Jackson victorious. We're going to talk more about October the 9th. We're going to talk more about Ron Powers. We're going to talk more about Danny Boy and his shot at the heavyweight championship. So much to talk about. Don't touch your dial. More to come right after this.